All right, guys. So we was having some technical difficulties. Me and my boy Rick from the meat stall, we was on here together, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put the link and send a link right down YouTube from my boy Rick. And I want Rick to go ahead and enter into the chat. I'm also gonna pull him up on Facebook. So yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get Rick in here. Rick from the meat stall. So what's up, guys? I hope y'all can hey, the Super Bowl was a good game, right, guys? So Rick, we were just having a discussion. And we was talking about my boy Rick over here called the meat stall. What's up, guys? What's up, man? Greetings. All right, what's up, brother? How you doing? The Bishop, how you doing, brother? Davenport, Iowa, checking in. How you doing, sir? Hey, man, that was a great game tonight. One time for Tampa Bay. So yeah, I got Rick coming into the chat, man, and okay, all right. Arizona in the house. The game was trash. So yeah, I'm just gonna post the link right here. Rick, I want you to go ahead and click on the link, and we're gonna bring in my boy Rick from the meat stall, guys, and he's gonna talk about his barbecue sauce. So I want Rick to come on in. We want to keep this chat going a lot, man. So what's up, Mr. Hanson? What did I cook for the Super Bowl? We had believe it or not, we had fish. We had some catfish, po' boys. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia in the house. How you doing, sir? Atlanta, Georgia, ATL, Alien. So we had some fish. We had some po' boys. My wife cooked some potato salad. We did it up, man. So yeah. Hey, is that Southern Cali in the house? So Rick, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my boy Rick in, guys. This is the owner, the pit master, the one and only. My boy Rick, straight out of California, by the way of the Carolinas. My boy Rick, the originator of the meat stall, bringing them in. By the way of the Carolinas. My boy Rick, so Rick, bringing them in. You gotta call us YouTube, Rick.
So again, brother.
You gotta mute your YouTube. You gotta mute your YouTube.
Hold on one sec. Okay. Hold on one sec. Okay.
All right, so I think Rick having a little technical difficulties there. So once he mutes his YouTube, we'll bring him back into the picture. Yeah. So or he can get some headsets too. Rick, you may need some headphones. So yeah, headphones or something like that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna post link to my boy Rick Meatstar YouTube channel right here. Yeah, right there. I'll put that right in the link. So right there, you just click on that, and then you go over and check Rick out, at the meat stall. But when Rick comes in, I'm gonna have Rick to go ahead and tell you about his barbecue sauce. His barbecue sauce is one of my favorites. I'm talking like, dude, it's hitting. It is hitting. It's hitting for no reason at all. It's just good. Right there, guys. The meat style, but this is what I like. I like that hot. I like the meat style, meat frosting hot. That is hitting. That's what I like right there. And it brings a great flavor. I mean, it is outstanding. So I'm just looking forward to hearing from Rick. And like I said, yeah, it's not like hot where you need milk to drink or no, it's not. It's a great flavor. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so we got 21 people watching now. So Rick, come on through, brother. I'm gonna send you the link. And when I just see, you can just click on the link, Rick, and it should bring you into the broadcast. So you don't have to have, as long as you just click on the link. I'm gonna put the link right here, Rick, in the chat. So how you can get the barbecue sauce is you go ahead. I'm going to post the website right here, and the barbecue sauce is right here. I'm posting the barbecue sauce right here. So that is that there. I'm gonna put it right here. So add it in right there. www.meatstallbarbecue.com. So go to meatstallbarbecue.com and get your sauce. So that's where you can get it at right there. Oh, London, England in the house. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Check it out your boy TNT. Oh man, guys, I hope you're being safe over there in London. Um, you know, man, I just be praying for y'all guys over there because I know that COVID is pretty serious. But hopefully our doctors go ahead and I get the second shot and get vaccinated and I pray and hope that a lot of people get saved because I don't want people getting sick. But yeah, somehow Rick, come on into the chat, Rick. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna wait on Rick to come on through, and I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the link right here, Rick. So when you just go ahead and click on it, and that'll bring you into the chat room. So what I would like to do is, if you want to just come in and chat with TNT Barbecue, I don't mind you do that. So you can ask Rick a couple questions. So if you're in a good area where you got good internet and that you can click on the link, why don't you click on the StreamYard link right there and then come on in and we can have a discussion with my boy Rick over at the meat stall. So I don't mind that because this is a community of barbecue people. So in this community, we want to learn from each other. We want to sometimes learning. Okay, I feel you. Okay, Afghanistan. All right. Appreciate your service. So be safe there now. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Thank you again. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, so like I say, guys, we have a lot of people to talk about. We have a lot of things to talk about. So as soon as we get my boy Rick from the meat stall, get them all linked up. We having technical difficulties. We were linked in, but unfortunately something happened to the first link we had. That was my fault, and I think this one is Rick's fault. So we've been having technical difficulties, but the show must go on, guys. So yeah, the show must go on. So yeah. So can we get some so so let's get some conversation started, guys. Okay. So what did y'all have for the Super Bowl party? We had po' boys. We had catfish po' boys. So my wife fried some catfish, and I got some lettuce. I got some lettuce, maybe some vinegar sauce, and tomatoes, and got a hoagie bun, and we got some catfish. That's what we had. We had some catfish. Okay, do more videos serving for the trailer. All right, I will get that done then. You like to see those videos serving for the trailer? Yes. Chicken wings. Okay. Chicken wings. Hey. This sauce go good on chicken wings. I love my boy Rick, a meat stall on chicken wings. I love that. Yeah. So, but yes. So do more videos. I remind my wife, baby, they want us to do more videos serving from the trailer, honey. Okay. So we remember that, guys. I like being in the mix. I like showing y'all guys. We'll be out on cooking on the 25th of this month. So the 25th, hopefully it's not super cold. Oh, you had a brisket? How did the brisket turn out? So hopefully good. Ribs, chicken, wings, okay. And baked beans. All right. That's all American meal right there. Corey. Yeah, that's all I'm. All right, cook wings on my new Pit Boss vertical. Okay, so that Pit Boss, that's a pretty decent smoker, man. I have a Pit Boss 7 Series vertical smoker. Did you cook hot and fast, or did you start low and slow? How did you cook your wings on that Pit Boss? And what series you have? The 5 Series, the 4 Series, or the 7 Series? I have the 7 Series. So, but all of them are great smokers. They all produce some great quality food. I actually just did a video on how long do I smoke salmon? Well, it depends on the temperature. So if I do salmon, I would like to do salmon with a brown sugar, mixed with brown sugar, vinegar, and a little cayenne pepper. Because I want the sweet, and then I want some lemon juice. So I want the sweet, the vinegar, and then I pop for that lemon. I want to hit all flavors. Then I may add some capers on top. So I'll probably smoke mine for at the lower end, under 225. I'm gonna smoke it until the internal temperature reaches 145. So I'm just cooking the temp. I can't cook the time wise. I cook the temp. So I'll say 145. So that's what I would do. Oh, people just learn. Hey, but cheese is a difficult thing to smoke, though. Okay, we got the meat stall right here, guys. We're gonna bring him in, and okay. So Rick, how you doing, brother? We back at it again, ain't we, Rick?
Yeah, we back at it again.
I'm so sorry about that, Rick. My bad on technical difficulties, but we're gonna get this thing worked out. So we got Rick in the chat, y'all. So Rick was telling me about the meat stall hot. And okay, so Rick, my buddy right here, Uh, I think it's McDowell.
I,
McDowell.
I'm still getting an echo, bro.
Okay, you may have to get some headphones, Rick.
I do.
Okay, do you got your try to click off the YouTube portion and just use the live stream link.
How about now?
I don't got no echo.
Okay, we should be good now.
All right. So,
Wow, took me long enough.
Rick, tell me about so we got a guy talking about his skin was rubbery. So
Chicken?
what would yes, it's chicken. He did some chicken wings on his pit boss vertical smoker. He had some rubbery skin. What are some tricks that you would give him as a pit master, Rick, to get that skin unrubbery?
Well, with me, I always brine my poultry, right? But if you seeking that crispy skin, don't wet brine it. Do a dry salt brine for your chicken. When you take it out of the pack, you wash it, do a dry salt brine, and then put it in the refrigerator uncovered. And let that refrigerator dehydrate that skin out. And once it dehydrates that skin, you can go ahead on with your other seasons or whatever, go on your smoker. And I tend to cook my chicken a little bit higher, probably in the excess of 275. 275 being the minimum. You can even cook it at 300, but 275 is usually my sweet spot. 275, 285, and I cook it at a lot of times that will get you that bite through skin without having to scrape the fat or anything like that.
So, all right. And when he puts the salt, so when he does the dry brine, the salt Rick wants you to use is kosher salt, right, Rick? You don't want to use table salt to dry brine, do you, Rick?
I usually use kosher salt. Now, here's the catch. You can dry brine with iodized table salt, but be mindful that it's harder to see and it's easier to oversalt your meat. And also, the salinity content is higher in iodized table salt than kosher salt.
So your best bet would use the kosher salt.
Yeah,
And
the big flakes.
Yeah, the big flakes. So remember, when you use the big flake salt and when you go to dry brining, it's actually taking moisture out of the skin actually, and that's why I always do my turkey because me personally, I like a more of a dry brine, and Rick like more of a wet brine, right, Rick?
I do. I'm a fan of the wet brine.
Okay, so but what the dry brine does though, it will give you that crunchy skin, sir. So, Walter, so if you want, how long do you brine it? You want to do it probably overnight. And see me, I do my steaks the same way, Walter. I will put that.
He's talking about a whole chicken.
He's talking about chicken wings.
You better be careful. You can over brine those chicken wings. And that's if you use a wet brine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably be safe off doing a dry brine with chicken wings, but do them overnight, and then when we take them out, kind of wash them off a little bit, and then go on with a very medium rub because you don't want to over season your chicken anyway and cook at 275 like Rick says. And you don't have to go overnight, but what's the minimum? Should he do a soft brine, Rick? What's the minimum?
For chicken wings, since they're such a small piece of meat and they're going to accept salt pretty easily, I'll say no more than 6 to 8 hours at the max. But for me,
Okay.
just to be careful, because a simple brine that I usually use is a cup of kosher salt, a cup of brown sugar to a gallon of warm water, and I cool it down. But for chicken wings, I'll even taper that back just a little bit because I don't want to oversalt that chicken wing. Because if you leave it in there too long, you can take it out of that brine and even wash it off, and it's still going to be salty.
Okay, Florida in the house. Hey, good state of Florida in the house, Rick. Home of the Super Bowl champions.
Who that?
Great state of Florida.
Yeah, Tom
Hey,
Brady does it again.
Tom Brady does it again, man. He a beast. But yeah. Hey, Kirby, you got to jump on, Kirby. Come on, Kirby. I'm gonna put the link in the stream right here. I would like for Brother Kirby to jump on, cause Brother Kirby talks some good noise, and,
Oh
and,
yeah.
if he could jump on, yeah, you probably couldn't too low, sir. Yeah, Brother Kirby, can you just jump on the link? What is Brother Kirby? Click on that StreamYard link. Yep. So, guys,
Another thing that I do too, T, is I flash fry them right at the end. It's another
okay,
step. It's another step. It's another process. But once you get your chicken and cook to the safe temp 165, if you still got that rubbery skin, get you a deep fryer. Get it to like 375 and flash fry them. I'll probably put them in there for about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, just to crisp up that outside. And they're miraculous.
okay, all right. So, so everybody on here, Kirby got jokes about the pink sauce. Did you see that comment Kirby made right here?
Because I had to shut my YouTube down because it kept giving me
is it jumping up right now? Can you
it
see
kept
it
giving
now?
me an echo.
Can you see the chat? You should see the chat, Rick.
I see the comments on the side, but it's not letting me see comments. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Award-winning smoke ring. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're gonna curve it down. Oh. Hey. Oh, they're gonna curve it down. Kirby, you gotta mute your YouTube, Kirby, for a second. Hey. Kirby, you gotta mute your YouTube, Kirby, for a second. Can you hear me, Kirby? Okay, guys, we're bringing in Kirby Q, Rick.
Can you see Kirby Q?
Kirby Q. Hey, Kirby, have you tried some of the meat star yet, Kirby? Kirby Q.
Yeah, I've tried some of Rick's sauce. Rick got a good sauce.
Yes, he do, don't he? I like the hot Kirby.
Yeah, I've tried some of Rick's sauce. Rick got a good sauce.
Yes, he do, don't he? I like the hot Kirby.
Yeah, I've tried some of Rick's sauce. Rick got a good sauce.
You see, you keep saying it over and over, right?
Yeah, I gotta. Hold on, let me get my speakers. Oh, y'all can see. Let me get my headphones.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my boy Rick barbecue sauce in the chat, guys. So why don't y'all go over and order y'all some of that and get some of that and find you some meat and smoke it. You know, so one time for my boy Rick. So here we got Kirby want to tell us. I'm gonna tell her. I want a disclaimer, okay? Disclaimer, Rick. Disclaimer, Kirby. That was my first time ever using pink salt or Morton's Tender Quick on a brisket, on anything but Canadian bacon, sausages, things of that nature. That was my first time ever using it on brisket. Disclaimer. I just disclaimer.
You know. I can't believe that because word on the street is they're gonna take that little girl off of the tender quick and put your face on there.
Oh, wow. See that dead roll. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. So we was answer a couple questions, Kirby, about tender skin on chicken wings. So me and Rick gave some advice to Mr. Walter. Why don't you hook him up with some of your knowledge, Kirby?
I think his mic might be muted.
Right.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Yeah. The best way. Okay. All right. Yes. All right. Technical difficulties, but the best way to get crispy skin that I found is to cook at a high temperature. If you want to do that without having to scrape, is to cook at a high temperature. And I'm so about 275, 300.
Have you guys ever used a Jakar when you are if you don't scrape, if you just like cooking your chicken, just hit it with a Jakar to help render that fat some?
No, I never used that before, Rick.
Yeah, I've used it. If I don't scrape, I use a Jakar.
Okay. I want to try that.
Do you peel the skin back, Kirby, to use the Jakar, or do you keep the skin on the chicken and do the Jakar on the chicken? Or do you peel it back and then do it?
Yeah.
I keep the skin on the chicken, then I Jakar it. That's how I do it. After it's been in the pan for about 45 minutes, I'll flip it over to help render the fat underneath that's on the top.
Okay then. All right. Okay then. Well, okay. That's what's up. Did everybody see the Super Bowl? I'm happy with the outcome. You know, Tampa Bay win. I'm happy with the outcome. You know, so I'm not surprised. I thought it'd be a more competitive game, but that's okay. But yeah. So Rick, could you just go ahead and tell us a little bit more about your barbecue sauce? We never got to the question we was talking about. If this barbecue sauce, Rick, was on the market and you had to just choose one meat that this barbecue sauce goes with, like one meat, what would you pair it up with? You start to tell me, but why don't you just reiterate that?
I have to say ribs.
Okay.
I love it on ribs. Pork,
All right.
chicken.
Okay.
But if I had to pick one, I would say ribs.
All right. And baby backs and spares.
I like spares.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, Kirby, you like spares too, Kirby, or do you prefer baby back, Kirby?
I like spares. I prefer spares than baby backs.
Okay, then. All right. See, me personally, I think spares are a lot harder to cook than baby backs. So I think spares are a little more forgiving, but one thing about spares, when they start going, they're done. Baby backs, you can bring a baby back. This is just my opinion. Cause I always find out once a spare gets tender, it starts to turn into pulled pork like you won't believe. But that baby back, it don't have that much fat content. It'll dry out a little bit more, but it stays together more. That's just my opinion. And I'm talking about more for selling wise. So did you do any cooks, Kirby, this weekend?
Yeah, I did some cooking. I always do spares.
Okay then. Okay. Rick, you had a big cook. Come on, what you do, Rick?
It wasn't really a big cook. I did 6 slabs of ribs and I did a brisket I did some leg quarters and I did some wings.
Okay then.
As a matter of fact,
All right.
with those wings, I took them and I put them in that fryer right at the end and crisped them up.
Okay then. Okay, most definitely. And Kirby, now what grills are you using to smoke? You got that one vertical grill. What is it called, Kirby? The one that you
270 smoker. I use that a lot.
270 smoke grill. Now, what's your preferred wood now?
Hickory and cherry.
Okay, see, I never was a hickory fan. What about you, Rick?
Cherry for the color, and probably apple and hickory if I had to pick those three.
Oh man. Well, if I had my choice, it would be pecan and oak.
Pecan.
Pecan and oak. See, I've been up north too long. I've been up north. I've been up north too long. It'd be some pecan. It'd be some pecan and some oak. It'd be some oak wood. You know what I'm saying? And if I had my choice, I'd get some blackjack oak. You know, people always talking about post oak, but they ain't never had that blackjack oak. If they go down south and get some of that blackjack oak, you got some good flavor, man. I'm telling you, some great flavor.
Never heard of blackjack oak.
Yeah, that's a big thing right here. So they're talking right here. They're talking about 2-2-1 method, huh? So is that? Go ahead, brother Kirby.
For me, that would overcook my ribs. If I did it that way, I would overcook my ribs.
Yeah.
Especially that second two.
Yeah.
The second two is going to kill you.
I think I'd rather go 3-1-45.
Same here, Thyron. Same here.
3-1-45. 3-1-45. 3 hours naked. 1 hour in some little 4 at 275. Meat side down. And then I'm bringing them out of that 4, put them back on that pit for 45 minutes, let them tighten up. But what I'm gonna do with that liquid out of that 4 packet, I'm gonna put that in a bowl along with me some of this meat frosting.
Hey, you can't go wrong with that.
Hey, I'm gonna put this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that butter and all that good stuff into a bowl, and I'm gonna mix it with some of this hot meat frosting, and then I'm gonna glaze it on that rib, and I'm gonna walk on stage. They got to call me. They're gonna call me. So I got confidence they're gonna call me. You know, they say it's rigged. I say it's only rigged when I show up. Because the champ is here. It's only rigged when I show up. Yes. So yeah, I think that'll get you a call. So Kirby, you do a lot of competitions, Kirby. So do judges prefer a mild sauce? I wouldn't say Rick. This says hot, but it's not spicy. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say, Kirby? It's mild, but it's not spicy. It's just it got some good.
Well, here in the Mid-Atlantic area, if you're going to give them a sauce, you want to give them a sweet with a little bit of spice in it. Because if it has too much spice in it, they're going to gig you for it, and your scores are going to reflect it.
Okay. Well, Brother Kirby, I done had some of your barbecue before. Now, Rick, this man got a chicken rub, Rick. Kirby do? It's gangster. It's chicken rub. Kirby chicken rub. It's award winning. I'm telling you.
I'm ordering some tonight.
Kirby got some chicken rub. Well, Kirby gave me the recipe, Rick, because I'm waiting on your one.
Again?
So we got Hey, amen, brother. Amen. So he said he cooked them some beef ribs today using my method. And, basically T know what he's talking about. So, man, but this ain't about me, brother. This is about my boy Rick and my boy Kirby. I know I'm the man when it comes to that grill. I know, but these guys right here, they strong. They strong. They strong. Kirby and Rick, they strong. But you have to quit tugging on Superman cake. Quit tugging on my cake. I'm just playing. Oh man. So Rick, all right. Oh, he laughing his butt off. Okay. So so let's talk about your rub, Rick, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a rub combo, okay? All right, Rick? It comes with what? Now tell us what rub comes with. The combo, the 3 combos. The one combo that comes with 3 things.
Well, on the website, I do a combo deal where you get a regular, you get a rub, and you get a hot. In the combo deal, which you know what I'm saying, which is pretty good. But in the rub, when I designed it, I didn't want to. Number one is I don't like a real salty rub. If it was up to me, I'd rather pre-salt my meat first and then come back with the other garlic, onion, whatever you choose to use. So I didn't want it to be packed with salt. So, but also I wanted to have some sugar in it, not to the point where if you put it on your meat, it's gonna burn. Because if you get a sugary rub, and you guys know that it's gonna, you're like, damn, I know my pit. Why is my meat burned? Because you got sugar, too much sugar in your rub. So I just try to keep it balanced, and I sprinkle a little, like I said, a little bit of this and a little bit of that in there.
Okay then. Well, I got a question. So my boy say he used your cabbage recipe, brother Kirby. I remember that video. That's the one where you cut the top out, Kirby, and did that with the cabbage. That's the recipe you're referring to. And Rick, right here, I think this is for you, Rick.
What's that?
Talking the magic.
The magic house.
Yes. The
That's right. That unicorn. That unicorn.
He squeezed them tears out of it.
Yeah. Rick gonna show the old yellow video. I want to make the unicorn cry, huh, Rick?
You gotta make him cry.
You gotta make him cry, huh? Okay then.
Only if you got the leprechaun boot, though.
You gotta have a leprechaun boot. Okay. All right, here's a question for you, Kirby. Did you ever master the piece on the grill yet, Kirby?
I have not. The issue I keep running into with it is that the pizza stone that I have gets really, really hot, and so that's my one issue with cooking it on the grill.
Okay. Now, Kirby, can I ask you a question, Kirby?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this question, Kirby, because Rick, I got to talk to Kirby, Rick, because he doing something, Rick. You know what Kirby trying to do, Rick?
What are you trying to do?
Kirby's a naturalist. He being slick. He's a naturalist. We've been talking about pellet grills, and Kirby been telling me he's gonna get a pellet grill. But see, Kirby don't want to get a pellet grill because Kirby want to say, "I'm staying natural." Kirby like, I'm the last left. Everybody else in the converted that went over to the other side. I'm around here cooking with sticks and charcoal. Everybody's cooking with pellets. Everybody's using plug-in sockets and stuff. That's what you're doing, Kirby. I know what you're doing.
Hey, I got no problem with a pellet cooker. I just figured my 270. Once I got it dialed in to what I need to do, and so to me that's just as good as that pellet cooker. Um, it I, once I throw my meat on, I ain't got to keep checking on fire. I ain't got to do nothing. I just let it roll, man. I just let it roll. So I just ain't seen a need to get in a pellet cooker. I ain't got to run on my electric bill or anything like that.
Shots fired, Rick. You said Rick, shots fired.
Well, when you get to talking about pellet cookers and non-pellet cookers, you know what I'm saying? That's a can of worms that you open up. But here's my take on that, if I can say. Pellet cookers, I love them. I got like 3 of them. I love them. But if the electricity goes out, I can still pull out my charcoal grill and I know how to cook on charcoal as well.
Yeah.
So, but if you're somebody who wants to barbecue, you know, and don't really want to take time to learn about fire management and stuff like that, pellet grill is a great way to go. It puts out an outstanding product. I cooked almost everything on a pellet grill. I cooked them ribs on stank though.
Amen.
I mean, I agree with Rick. I mean, it's a convenient device, especially for the new guys that's coming into barbecuing and they don't want to take the time to work with an offset smoker or something like that. You just dial it in, you put your food on, and you go. So I'm not knocking pellet grills. I think the 270, not only the 270, but all of my grills, I know how to use them. And I know, for instance, we're talking about ribs. No, I'm sorry, not ribs. I had a pork butt on Friday night. I was able to drive away, go do some shopping for about 2 hours, and come back home and know that my pork butt wasn't going to be overcooked because I know how the cooker runs. And so I won't worry about flares and nothing like that. So, and to me, when you know how to run your grills, run your stuff, then you're good. So that's just me. That's just me.
Okay. I agree totally.
Well, I don't think I got no wood smoker I can walk away from right now. Not one of them, because they gonna burn through some wood. Cause you know how it is, Kirby. When you had your big offset,
yeah,
you just couldn't leave it. You know, you go in the house for an hour to take a nap. You come back out, you got like you got like little chunks left. Burning, hold on to his last leg. You know how it is, Rick. You just can't do it. You know, but.
That's the only thing I didn't like about stick burners, especially when doing competition. You know, you're staying up all night, and every 45 minutes to an hour, you got to throw a split on your fire to keep it going. And you trying to compete with other guys that went to a hotel or somewhere, got a full night's sleep, had a chance to shower, and you done been up all night long trying to do stuff. So. Eventually, I just had to find a cooker that I didn't have to take all that maintenance and stuff to maintain the heat. And so that's why I switched to the 270. It was just easy to maintain once I knew how to dial it in to the temperature I wanted. And now I can go to sleep at night and get a shower and all that other good stuff.
Awesome. Hey, I'm going to put Rick YouTube, and then I'm going to put Kirby YouTube channel on the chat. Y'all go over and check them 2 guys out and subscribe to their channel, because you're gonna learn a lot. Some people out here could be entertaining, and there's nothing wrong with being entertained. But if you want to learn something, and you want to learn how to barbecue, you want to learn how to do a good recipe, you go check out these 2 guys. And you're gonna learn some techniques. I gotta thank Kirby. I used to always holler, money muscle this, money muscle that. And tell me that Kirby, I was pointing at the wrong end of the pork butt. Kirby had to do a video. I was on pointing at the wrong end of the line of people. Lord forgive me, but lying to them. Just leaving them all in the ditch. I was like, because back then, it wasn't no people telling you about money muscles. You hear about it, but you know how I was, right? Kirby, back in those days, was anybody sharing anything? There was no master class. And then the little people on YouTube, they really was, you know, they knew something, but they wouldn't let you really know was their brother Kirby. You know, the YouTube community came a long ways, you know. So I was talking about, and then finally I said, Brother Kirby, what is a money muscle? And he said, I do a video because we didn't have Skype back then. And he said, T. Matthew, here's the money muscle. Opposite of the ball, right here. And I know what a money muscle was. But that's a good thing about that's how you do it. And I think when I first met Rick through Kirby, because that's how I met you, Kirby, through Kirby and Lyle, Goofy Butt. I met Rick through them two right there. And then when I met Rick, I learned, you know, Rick was showing us how to butterfly open the chops and make them lay out the 3 different ways. And I never knew that. You remember that, Rick? That stuff flowing. So you learn stuff. And you got to always grow everything. And I used that technique a couple days ago when I did a pinwheel salmon. I filleted it open. I did it 3 ways. And I stuffed the salmon and then I rolled it back up. And I should have did a video because it came out beautiful. Man, but yeah. So y'all guys click on their channels, man. Go over there and subscribe to their channel.
Yeah, we the Little Richard of barbecue.
Don't nobody give us nothing.
Stop that now. Stop that. Oh, man. Man, I tell you what, though. So, Kirby, I've been noticing you've been doing those cooks with those guys all the time over there, Kirby. You know, that a documentary you do, like you're part of, the, you know, where they come in and you do that big old cooking stuff. I like that's pretty cool, man. You know,
one of the guys, Stan Battle, he reached out to me and the other guys, and he wanted to form a group for KQ, which is all of us got our own little cooking things going on, but he thought we could come together and form something, which is great. So I like cooking with those guys. They go out with me when we compete. And so Stan is Smoking Goats. LaRon is Saxby Smokehouse. And then you got Danny. He's Texas Boy Barbecue. And so each of us bring a different skill set to the team. And we try to showcase it here in the 757 area.
Okay. Look, Rick know about that. And Mr. Navy man himself. And Kirby,
That's
you're
right.
a veteran too, correct?
That's right by the house, VA.
And Kirby, you're a veteran too, right, Kirby?
Yeah. I was in the Army.
Yep. Thank you for your service too, Kirby.
Robert, right down the street from I'm right down the street from NOB, Rick. If you ever a station on NOB.
Okay.
Okay. See, people know about that Kirby Q. So, guys, all right. So, my whole thing is, man, like, all right, Rick. If you have to be judged by one barbecue dish, and they say they got Joe Biden, Vice President, and all the people coming into there, and you got to cook for them, Rick. what would be the meat? What would be the two meats and the two side dishes that you'll cook for, Rick? If you're cooking for those people and they want to have a down hole dinner that represents you, Rick, you get them for his barbecue. What two meats and two sides and what dessert would you give them?
Well, I got to go with pulled pork.
Okay.
Because I'm just a fanatic. I love pulled pork.
All right.
Then we're gonna go with brisket.
Okay.
And then I think I'll probably go with a cowboy bean than a baked bean.
A cowboy bean or a baked bean?
Say again, sir?
Is it cowboy beans over the baked beans?
Yeah, I'll probably go with a cowboy bean because I don't want to. Because you can have sauce on it, and the baked beans are kind of sweet too. So you want to kind of cleanse your palate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So if I go with the cowboy bean, it'll kind of go on the opposite side of the spectrum. So cowboy bean. For the dessert, I'm going to go with a lemon cake. And the other side, I probably either do. It's a toss up between collard greens or cabbage, but I'm leaning more towards the collard greens.
Okay, collard green. Okay, so pulled pork, brisket, collard greens, cowboy bean, and you said
lemon cake.
Lemon cake.
Yeah, lemon bunt cake.
Lemon what cake?
Bunt.
Lemon bunt cake.
B-U-N-D-T, bunt. In the little bunt pan.
Oh, bunt cake. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, lemon bunt cake. That must be a Carolina, East Coast thing, because I don't know what you're talking about now.
Kirby know what a bunt cake is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm from the country. Y'all city boys.
I guarantee you, if you go to the grocery store right now, they got a bunt cake in there.
Oh, that must be for y'all city boy. Like I said, I'm too country, but that sounds delicious though. That does sound delicious. So on your greens now, how would you do your greens though? Like
I do my greens.
Yeah.
Well, number one, I don't like the greens in the bag.
Okay.
Because they chop the stalk up with the stalk or the stems up in them. I like to get fresh greens. So basically, what I just put in my greens is I like to use turkey meat, turkey tails. I don't know if you guys can get turkey tails where you guys are at. I like to use smoked turkey tails. Okay. And sometimes with greens, a lot of times, people put salt pork, they put ham hocks, so you got to almost cook it. So almost seem like for half a day. Mm-hmm. So what I like to do is I like to get my turkey tails and put them inside my pressure cooker. And probably run them like on 2 rounds of probably about 30 minutes. So about an hour. But when they come out, they're nice, they're soft, they're tender. And I put a little bit of chicken broth in the bottom. And I take all that and while I got my turkey tails cooking in the pressure cooker, I already cleaned my greens and washed them, whatever. I got them in there. And anytime I get a chance to impart flavor, I will. You could use water, but why use water when you could use chicken broth or beef broth if that's what you want to do to impart another flavor? And then I go with the Holy Trinity. I take my Holy Trinity and then I soften them up and I go in with that. And then I use the beef broth and then I take my turkey tails, debone them. The juice that's in the bottom of my pressure cooker, I put them in there and I let them get soft. And then I just taste them until I get the taste that I want. I add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, what have you, until I come up to the taste I want.
Okay then. All right. Well, okay, that sounds good. Nothing wrong with greens. Okay, Brother Kirby. They coming to your house. They coming to Virginia. And then they called up Kirby Q. They saying, Kirby, we need you to cook up something, and we want you to represent yourself on the plate, and we want 2 sides, we want 2 desserts, and 1 dessert, 2 sides, two meats, 2 sides, and 1 dessert, and you have to serve that up. And what you gonna give them, Kirby?
For me, I'm gonna go ahead and give them some smoked chicken, and I'm gonna give them some salmon, some Asian glazed salmon. My sides is gonna be potato salad and probably either string beans or smoked cabbage. I probably go with the smoked cabbage because that's probably different. For my dessert, I'm not a big dessert maker, but my go-to when I do offer it to the people that I cater to is banana pudding.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Now that's you got a video with that salmon, brother Kirby?
Say again?
You got a video for that salmon?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go through the archives then, cause my wife loves
Yeah.
salmon. That's keeping my wife hard. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
You
unlock
got
her
to go
heart
to
with
the
that salmon.
archives. I remember
Yeah,
one time I reached out to Brother Kirby. I said, "Hey man, I got this salmon I gotta cook. I need some directions."
Yeah, I'm for real. I'm for real, brother Kirby. I'm gonna have to because man, that salmon sounds fire. So why would
Mm-hmm.
you go with the salmon, brother Kirby?
I would give them salmon because I've just to give them just to be kind of neutral because you may have some quote unquote vegetarians in the group, so they may not be strict vegetarians, maybe piscatarians, however you pronounce that word. And so
Mm,
for the meat eaters that have the chicken, and for the people that don't want to eat fowl and beef and stuff like that, they'll have the salmon to choose from.
okay, okay. Well, I know you ain't gonna ask me. I'm gonna ask myself. So, if I had them coming into town, I think I would just. I think I would go with my beef bag ribs. That'd be number one. My beef back ribs, and then I would probably go with a half chicken quarter. I mean, a half of a chicken. Sometimes I think when you see that plate and it's breaking, it's just something to it. You know, it's something to it when that plate when you put two bones of that big beef rib on that though. I ain't talking about the beef plate rib. I'm talking about a nice juicy beef back rib because I think beef plate ribs are overrated. They don't have no flavor. They're like pot roast. I like the beef back ribs. They have a lot more flavor. They taste different. They're a lot sweeter. So I go with the beef back ribs. I go with half chicken. I will go with sides. Now, I like Great Northern beans with smoked ham hocks. So I would do it with Great Northern beans and smoked ham hocks. And I think that perlo rice to take it to it. I do some perlo rice. I get that rice and I perlo it with some chicken, or not even chicken. I can use anything to perlo that rice with some rib tips or something like that. Just something perlo. So I have perlo rice and I have the that on the side, and then if I would give them what I call my better than Patty LaBelle sweet potato pie. Because it's better than Patty. Man, I'm just saying. I mean, you should know the truth. The truth will set you free. I'll give them that better than Patty Bell sweet potato pie, man. I think I got the best sweet potato pie on this side of the Mississippi, and it is what it is, man. A lot of people play that sweet potato pie. I don't play with it. I done came up. My sweet potato pie better than my mama's own. So and that's saying a lot, you know. And on this,
They're gonna take a switch to you.
And what I would do, Rick, I put some pepper vinegar on each table because to me, you need that pepper vinegar to cut through all that meat and stuff. Cause I don't know what it is, but a lot of people is when they eat a lot of meat and stuff like that, and that's what I'm bringing more towards the Midwest. I've been introducing my friends and a lot of my people to this pepper vinegar, where you get a bunch of peppers and garlic, you put it in a jar, and then you pour apple cider vinegar over it. and then you add a little salt, and then you just let it sit there and like ferment. And that's what you use to eat that fatty meat with. You use the vinegar to cut through the greens, to cut through the rich soul food, and it kind of brings me back to that heritage, to the heritage. So,
is it hot?
No, it's not hot at all. It's real good flavor. But Rick, like
I'm gonna have to do that.
Like for instance, I think now I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all need to think about this question. What is the number one dish that you can say this is my heritage? It's certain dishes that I learned how to cook now that I not cook because of the taste. I cook because the heritage. Because when I taste it, it takes me back to a small town where I grew up in, and it takes me back. Like, for instance, those great northern beans and on top of some rice and just in the neck bones, some oxtails, that kind of stuff. And I'm going to share this with y'all. I was at a fine dining restaurant here 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Sizzler?
A fine dining restaurant 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I looked on the menu, and guess what the people had on the menu, Rick? Oxtails. Oxtails.
Oxtails are so expensive now.
Hey, you won't believe how much they had them oxtails for, Rick.
Probably like $25 or more.
Man. Up.
35? 45? Oh, you said fine dining.
Yeah. They were $49.99, and it said market price. It says market price. It didn't have a price. It just said market price, and that's what they had on
the market price. They about to hit you across the head.
and they had that all on that one side. And I seen something. It says Oxtails. And
we need to put that on our menus, fellas. We just need to have an entry that says market price.
Yeah. Now we ain't gonna tell you. Hey, remember what your mom and daddy said. If you got the axe, you can't afford it. When they call you, ma'am, if you got an axe, you can't afford it now. So go ahead and get on the other side of the page. Get on the other side of the page of Kirby Q. Oh, somebody said cornbread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got a good corn. I like the cornbread that we make. The cornbread that me and my wife make for our catering gigs. I really like that.
All right, what's that, Kirby?
It ain't nothing complicated. It's nothing complicated.
Okay, I got a.
Quit trying to get everybody a recipe.
So, I got a recipe for you, brother Kirby and Rick.
Hey, look at Rodney Easley. That was going to be my thing right there. Any plans of doing a whole hog?
I would love to do a whole hog. I just one, I haven't had the request from any customers. But what I think I may do is get a what you call it, a youngling, a suckling pig. Get a suckling pig and try doing that on my Oklahoma Joe.
Okay.
Just so I can say I did a whole hog at least once. I didn't say how old it was, but at least I did one.
See, I cut my teeth on doing whole hogs, and that's a lot. That's a lot of work. And I tell people all the time, I get calls a lot for doing whole hogs, and I give them such a ridiculous price until they don't even want to ask me to do it. Cause I tell them, I need $500 to come cook it, and I need $10 a pound. So if you bring me 100-pound hog, I'm gonna need $1,500 to cook it, and that's it. I'm gonna need a $500 sell fee and $10 a pound. So I will buy the hog for you, but that's what I charge. And people
what's the going rate on hogs an hour on per pound?
85 cents a pound.
85 cents.
85 cents, yeah, 90 cents.
Wow.
It's like I checked. Y'all know you was talking about a suckling pig. I checked on probably like a 30-pound or something like that, a 40-pound, and they wanted like I want to say about $5 or $6 a pound here in San Diego.
Oh, now when you get those suckling pigs, yeah, the price goes up. But for a dressed out hog, already in the running stance, in the box, yeah, it depends. The bigger the hog is, the cheaper it is. So, yep, they come in boxes, running style. I drive up to Cora, Iowa, and they have them there, and you just pick out a box, and they breed them. I mean, they kill them, box them up for you, and everything.
They go ahead and take out everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
everything taken out, everything skin on. They rope them up, box running style, where the feet is up under the belly, and like that, just like that, and all I do is when I get a hog like that, I don't even season it because I got to cut it and do all that goofy stuff. I just throw it on the pit, man, to be honest with you, and just smoke it. And then when I take it off and go to pulling it, that's when I start adding flavors to it. And I put a little bit of that Carolina sauce on it. And call it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. Now. I put a little bit of that Carolina sauce on it. But, hey, guys, but I want to talk about sauces. This right here, bro. This sauce right here.
I got a question in the comments, and I want to address this guy because it's getting late for me.
Okay.
So, let me for Gordon Flung, he asked, how do I manage my fire on my Highland offset? Gordon, if you're using the charcoal basket, here's two ways. If you go ahead and get your charcoal basket in there. Get your about a half a chimney of charcoal. Pull that in there. The fire dampener vent, open it all the way up and open up the vent on your exhaust all the way up. For me, for my Highland smoker, I only control the temperature on the fire box dampener. I don't use the exhaust. I leave it wide open. And I have mine configured in the reverse flow module. So the fire basket with the Highland was going to help you give you a longer burn. So if you're doing a brisket, if you're doing a butt, you're going to get your long burns with that. If you're using sticks, go ahead and get you another half a chimney of charcoal, pour it in your fire basket, and then go ahead and cross hatch your logs, your splits in. Get that first batch of logs to burn down until your charcoals. That should give you what your temperature said, what your temperature is going to be in your offset. I recommend that you use a digital thermometer to monitor the temps on your grate. It's good to have that ambient temperature. I mean, the factory built thermometer is going to give you the ambient temperature, but I prefer to get the grate temperature. So use a digital thermometer to get the grate temperature so you know what your food is actually cooking at. But going back to building your fire, once you got your coals burned down, start putting at least 1 or 2 splits on. That should, if you're doing a brisket or butt, at least for me in my area, I don't know what elevation and all the other good stuff you're at. I'm only having to put a 6-inch. I got a 6 to 8 inch split. That's about 2 inches thick. I'm adding that about once every 45 minutes to an hour to help me maintain a 275 to 300 fire. I like cooking hot and fast. I just prefer to get it out the way, and I think there's very little difference in the end product with it. So I hope that helps you.
Oh, okay. And I seen that video, brother Kirby, how you stack the wood and you stacked it crisscross. Yeah, most definitely. That's
Hey,
a great
Kirby,
question. That's a great answer. Yeah.
to get your cold bed, you ever start off with just regular King's?
Yeah. I just start off with just either regular Kingsford or Royal Oak, just a half the chimney of charcoal to get it going. Or if you want to use your torch, if you got a grill gun or something like that to get your wood going, whatever. But for me, I use a half a chimney of charcoal, Royal Oak or Kingsford or whatever. Dollar Tree charcoal.
It'll burn. It'll burn fast. It'll burn.
Oh my goodness. So all right, guys, I got to go to work in the morning. I want to leave with some why don't you leave us, Kirby, with some closing comments? Then I have Rick to leave us with some closing comments. And before Rick leave us, and I want to put Rick's website in the chat, and I want y'all to go over there, and I want y'all to get y'all some of that meat frosting, and from the Meat Stall Barbecue Company, and find you some doggone sauce and barbecue sauce and use it. And remember, there you go right there, guys. This is TNT approved. You ain't gonna find no better stuff on the market. And I'm gonna say it in your face and behind your back, Rick, because it's good stuff, bro. It's good stuff. So why don't you leave us, Kirby, with some closing comments, Kirby, some drops of knowledge on us. You know, anything about barbecue life, anything.
All right. Well, first of all, let me say this. I want to echo what Thyron just said about Ricky's meat frost, and I've tried it myself. It's a really good sauce, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Rick in person a couple of years ago out there in San Diego. We did a little barbecue crawl at a local barbecue joint. Great guy. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to it. I would say when it comes to barbecue, fellas, if you're just starting on this journey, be patient with it. Do your trial and error, and learn from it. And I would also say take the opportunity to use your gift of barbecue to share it with those in your community. The guy who I consider to be my barbecue mentor, Johnny Young from Carolina Smoking John's. What I loved about him was that he used his barbecue to serve his community. On the weekends, he would serve pancakes and stuff to the people in his community. He had a thing called prayer and pancakes. Certain times, I think during the summertime, at least twice a month, he would have barbecue cookouts and just serve the community. That was his way of ministering to those in his community. And so that's what I would encourage anyone to do. Take the gifts that you have, whatever gifts God has given you, and use it to serve others. T's another example of using his food to serve others. Over the years that I've known him, he's used his gift to serve people in our community. And so that's what I would encourage you to do. So those are my closing notes. God bless. God bless America and nobody else.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Ooh. All right. So, Rick, you got some closing remarks, Rick?
Thanks for coming out. God bless you. No. Number one, I'd like to extend a thank you for you inviting me on the show. Had a really good time talking to you and Kirby. You know what I'm saying? I reach out and we talk, with you guys, but we never got on the same setting like this, and it was real nice. Kind of to reiterate what Kirby was kind of saying is that, you know what I'm saying, like for anybody who is like new to the barbecue game or whatever, always keep your eyes, your ears, and your heart open. And I never think you can get to a point where you can't learn anything, or me personally, I'm never a person who I like to hoard secrets other than my sauce. But I don't like to hoard secrets. You know what I'm saying? If I know it, then I'll tell you. But you know what I'm saying? You get some people who don't want to show, don't want to tell, don't want to do this, don't want to do that. And if you're serious about barbecue, it's not glamorous. Like I was saying earlier, it's a lot of late nights. I slept on the couch last night. I'm going in and out the house, spritzing meat, this and that. But that's what I like to do. That's my therapeutic time. But if you're gonna do that, you know what I'm saying, just go into it, you know what I'm saying, head first, and like I said, thank you guys for having me out. I really appreciate it.
So I'm gonna leave with some closing remarks. To reiterate what Rick and Kirby said, that you have to love this thing called barbecue. Because if it was easy, everybody want to do it. And it's everything, I'm just saying, everything you do, you got to do it like, whether you freeing people at a homeless shelter, or whether you cooking for that, or whether you cooking for the in-laws that you want to impress, or whether you cooking for some customers, or whether you're cooking for your family. You have to cook it like your life depending on it every single time. And you have to continue growing in this barbecue thing. Because when you think you have learned it all, it's somebody's coming along and they're going to catch your ear. Because just every day you're going to learn. And I'm going to tell you this, and I found this to be true. When you find people that love barbecue, you find good people. You may have one or two nuts out of the crowd. That's in anything that may love barbecue, but 98% of the people are going to be also people like Rick and like Kirby, because this is just what it's about. I don't look at barbecue as about me, in that when somebody say come over for a barbecue, I look at it as fellowship. When I say, hey, we having a barbecue, we having a fellowship. Whether we have drinks, whether we don't have drinks, whether we have hot dogs on the grill, whether we have ribs, whether we have chicken or pulled pork. When I say come for a barbecue, we're coming to fellowship. The meat and everything is second nature. So I thank God that we can sit down and talk about barbecue. And next week we can talk about it, and it'll be something you can spend hours just talking about brisket. You can spend hours talking about just ribs, talking about how to get the skin crispy, talking about beautiful smoke rings and why T barbecue is the best. We can talk hours about that. But the thing about it, though, is you love what you do, and it's going to show on the plate. It's going to show in the sauce. It's going to show in Kirby's competition journeys. It's going to show in Rick's barbecue sauce journeys. It's going to show in TNT journey. It's just going to show, because the passion comes out, and you get this hardware with it because you deserve it. And I think that's what barbecue does. You gonna when you put into it, you're gonna get something back. I just believe that. And I want to thank these guys for coming on here. And man, God bless you guys. I love y'all. And be blessed. And God bless you. God bless America. And pray for the whole world. God bless the whole world. Because he got his whole world in his hands, Brother Kirby. The whole world. All right, guys. I
All
love y'all.
right.
Thank y'all for being on the chat. Thank y'all. Thumbs up, guys. Hey, go subscribe to these guys' channel. Give me some thumbs up. Let's push this video, share it. Tell everybody it's 3 people out here that's doing barbecue right. One is Kirby Q, and the other one is my boy Rick from the meat stall. And you got me, the champ, TNT Barbecue. God bless you, and God bless America. We out of here. All right,
All right, fella.
Y'all be blessed.
All right.
guys.